can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Ihan. Vinicius Junior. Oh, what a climb! And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
After 8 minutes is
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. No, that's been intercepted. Works it forward. Caicedo. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Can he spark a counter here? Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Bellingham. And Caicedo. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, good balls. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
They've played it short. Vinicius Junior. And now they can spring out of defence.
Italy really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it. Cristiano Ronaldo really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Costa Curta getting this one clear. Musiala, great defending, strong and determined. Haaland. It is a corner. And it's been taken short. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Italy are looking to go forward now. Engages and forces him off the ball. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior going face to face with his great rival. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Costa Curta is there, and he can get that clear.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Cantona heads it! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Van Dijk. It's Vinicius Junior. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's a lovely pass.
there will be 1
Messi.
minute added time.
Gets his pass away. Musiala. Now there's real chance! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs, and the half-time score, 1-0.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least...
Haaland! They want to be quick to recover this.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a good run down the left. Alexander-Arnold. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Now it's Bellingham. And he's in on goal. Haaland gets flagged offside. Neither of these two want to come off second best. So we've reached the hour mark. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now it's Eto. And Messi! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter. Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Has a look and plays it forward. Musiala pinches it off him. And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Musiala looking to get on the end of this.
Italy really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Italy are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
David Villa. Lovely bit of skill. He's had a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Substitutions taking place.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Costa Curta with the short one. Shot a goal! It's a goal! Tying minutes, and we're all square again.
Italy, after 89 minutes, is number 42, Musiala. Musiala. Musiala.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Distributed tidily.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that's that. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
Thank you very much for your
Well,
cooperation.
thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. James. And the pass is intercepted. Great chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And it's been taken short. In with a header! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Messi. Oh, that's neat. Climbs up big! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Musiala. Musiala going face-to-face with his great rival. Eto'o gets flagged offside. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Italy, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Musiala! Now, who's going to be first to this? It's a goal kick. De Bruyne. Mbappe.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Musiala. Cantona. David Villa. Messi. He's got away. That's tidy. And the finish! Goal, Italy! First blood drawn. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Italy are in front now, the game's only goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And here's Son Heung-min. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Son goes in for the header! Offside again. Ribery. De Bruyne. Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He has found the way through. He's got Saul. And yes, it's there! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. What a great header, got plenty on that.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
And the shot! And the half-time whistle goes. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Italy ahead 2-0 and they are looking good. And the game has already resumed here. Messi. It's a goal kick. James. And it's De Bruyne. For Ribery. Spread out to the left. Chouameni. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Musiala. Musiala will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Eto'o.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Italy, with this handy-looking 2-0 lead, they are looking comfortable. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Cantona! And another try! This time, surely! Volleyed effort.
Well, I think his mind was made up the way that ball arrived, and I certainly admire his willingness to hit the volley.
He's got the shot away! Now that is commitment to the cause. They've played it short. Italy with another chance from a corner. Costa Curta goes short. Shot at goal! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And they are cruising away. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, I think the keeper has every reason to rip into that defence for allowing him to get into such a good position.
Italy find a position of real strength now. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Messi, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Eto'o in acres of space out wide. Decent hit! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And the shot!
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Italy are closing in on a comfortable win. Bastoni, the man synonymous with solidity. Musiala takes control of it and he's on the move. Eto'o. It's Eto'o! No, he's missed it.
Substitution on the field. Number 10. Ribery.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
James. Eto'o.
Substitution on the field. Number 25. De Bruyne. Coming on the field is number 21.
Kovacic.
Bruno Fernandes.
That's that, the end. Ah, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect, a win they will relish, having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Musiala taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they said.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours. Mbappe! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Well, there's the clearance. Italy are looking to go forward now. Milinkovic-Savic. Shot a goal! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. Italy really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And it's Eto'o. Engages and forces him off the ball. McAllister. Haaland. Costa Curta calmly anticipates. Oh, sweet feet. David Villa! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
He's played him through. And the shot! And it's in! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and...
Can he finish? It's in!
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
The goal scorer for Italy after 22 minutes is number 10, Lionel Messi.
Italy get themselves back into contention.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Haaland. McAllister. And he's had a hit. Oh, denied brilliantly.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Italy have the chance to go the other way. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Well, that has not gone well. And that is as far as they're going to go. Haaland. Mbappe had a shot. Messi given the lift of his goal. David Villa. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Mbappe. Jordi Alba. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Messi. Musiala. Cantona. Played out to the left flank.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Out to the left it goes. Oh, he's found him a chance! They want to be quick to recover this. A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. So on the whole, a very competitive game so far. Goals for both sides, neither in true command. Anything could still happen in this game. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
And we are back on the way.
Italy really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
That's a sharp pass. Messi. And it's Eto'o. Cantona. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Mbappe. Messi. Italy needing a change of fortune here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well-timed, excellent
The
interception.
attendance for this match was
Konate.
71,898.
Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Milinkovic-Savic getting this one clear. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Cantona! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Haaland. Mbappe. Gabriel deals with that comfortably. Eto'o. For Musiala. McAllister. And it's Casemiro. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now then, the ball's come loose.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they? Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed. I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
And he's played it back. He's gone for goal! And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Substitution on the field. Number 17.
Time then for the first
Casemiro.
substitution of the game.
Number 6. Sergei Milinkovic-Savic.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. And that's that. Italy can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against... Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibel spared in this collective chorus. We have already started here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. David Villa. Well, now it's a race for the ball. It's one! There it is!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Italy clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Italy penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Oh, look, this is just what the fans wanted. And now that they're celebrating the opener, I think they'll want to see their team make all the running from here.
Italy leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Colwill kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Alexander-Arnold. In comes the corner. Messi goes short. There's the shot! They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Tchouaméni, Roberto Carlos, and it's Eto'o. Cantona, David Villa. Messi, big header! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Now it's Eto'o. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Mbappe! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Oh, after so much hard work, he fluffed. He just shouldn't be missing from there.
Tchouaméni. Cantona. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. The less said about that pass, the better. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
It's a pretty loose pass.
Italy can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break. That's good defensive concentration.
Messi with the short one. And that has been cleared. Italy have the chance to go the other way. Eto'o looking understandably energised after his goal. Picked out brilliantly. Cantona. Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. And the half-time whistle goes. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
There's plenty of positives to take, despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Italy come... And Messi! Oh, belter! About as smooth as it gets. Barcelona are back in business. And that is stunning. Just too hot to handle.
Oh, the contact was fantastic, right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before.
Eto! Oh, that was no routine save.
Eto actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Musiala.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Big chance! Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
David Villa!
Italy are definitely going about this the right way.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Mbappe! Roberto Carlos. Eto looks to get on the end of this.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Look at the space here. He's got the shot away! It's in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
This is quite a battle.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Drogba. Messi. And Messi! A chorus of approval here. It's really good play. And it's been taken short. And that should get the job done. Foden has a go! It's fallen loose again! Goal! Barcelona! And they get themselves in front! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
After 79 minutes,
Barcelona take the lead.
11.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
David Villa.
Italy really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Italy are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Foden. Has a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
6 added minutes.
That's a
have been
smashing
indicated.
touch to get him away. Driving on and making good progress. Foden. for Messi. Now it's Drogba. Gabriel does really well to win the ball there. Musiala, who does have an assist to his... Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Italy did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat... Italy can dream again. The stands here definitely a place for the hopeful, and no doubt that hope is replicated at just about every major ground in the land. It is time for us all to come together and to believe. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. So it's away we go then. Musiala. Neither of these two want to come off second. He's got tall. He's delivered all right.
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
Gremio finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Messi, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Musiala going face to face with his great rival. Musiala was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Eto'o. That's good play. Cantona. It's a goal kick. Italy leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Musiala. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Kane. That is lovely. There's no flag. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Gabriel clears it away. Italy have the chance to go the other way. Messi. Facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Gremio clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is.
Musiala! And he's really put himself on the line here. Messi plays it short. Cleared without hesitation. Oh, that was vital. McAllister. Musiala, who does have an assist to his name. Cantona. Half an hour played now. They get a throw in. Palmer. McAllister. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He gets big! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Costa Curta.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Cantona. Shifted upfield. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, sweet feet. Real chance! That's got him rattled. Big chance! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
Sanchez. To Musiala.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
We are into stoppage time. Musiala. And there is the half-time whistle. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Italy head into the dressing room pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. And we are back on the way. Italy carrying a one-goal lead. Chouameni out to the right. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Musiala. Musiala going face-to-face with his great rival. Chance with a header! They've scored! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Musiala. David. And the shot! And it's there! And they are cruising away.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
After 58 minutes is number 7, David Villa. David Villa. David Villa.
Italy find a position of real strength now.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
72,306.
Goalkeeper's ball. Italy have scored 2 quick goals here. Oh, no joy this time.
really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Chouameni, it's a really well measured ball. Mbappe! Smashing save, really good save that.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe.
There they go, hunting again.
Musiala will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That's a good ball out wide. Chance here to counter. Nicely weighted ball. And here's Kane. Defending was strong and firm. Cantona has found the net here, of course. He's got the shot away! And how did he not make it 4?
Substitutions taking place.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Robertson. Foden.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And it's Eto. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Now that's well seen too. Alexander-Arnold. And that will be it. Italy really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they... Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Well, and the shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. David Villa. Now that's well seen too. Van Dijk. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Now it's Mbappe. He's got away. Shapes to shoot! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. No, that's been intercepted.
Messi, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Wow, look who's involved.
Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Musiala. Cantona. And no, that was never going to make it. Mbappe. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. No luck with that dink over the top. Roberto Carlos. And it's Eto'o. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And he's surging through. Costa Curta. Messi. Very nicely done. Messi has it in a wide position. And the whistle goes for half-time. And as if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. Some first-half thoughts?
Unspectacular, but solid, and that solidity could yet be the foundation for them to go on and win.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Italy clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
David Villa. And he's straight offside. Musiala. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's delightful. He is through here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Pressure stays on. It is a corner. They've played it short. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And it's Roberto Carlos. And he skips past his man. Now it's Eto'o. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Musiala. Cantona. And he's on his way! That's a decent clearance. Taken back almost at once. Cantona going face-to-face with his great rival. Sao Paulo needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Can he get onto this? Colwell clears it away.
Substitution in progress.
Looking for the runner. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Played in by Eto'o. Defending of the desperate variety.
Substitution.
Now it's decent hit! It's in! And late in the day, a telling moment.
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
A finish of great intelligence. He just understood, and he executed so smoothly.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
So the first moment of real significance.
I think the danger for them now is fatigue. I think when the body tires, the mind soon follows, so concentration is key from here.
Now is this the final assault? Mbappe?
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Italy clearly now in lead preservation mode. Gabriel?
4 added minutes has been indicated.
And Bastoni?
If they're good enough to keep the ball at this stage, it should see them through.
4 added minutes on the board. Gets his pass away. And there's green grass ahead of him. Cantona! The whistle has gone and it is all over. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride.
Hello, attendees.
Messi
This
voted
is a
man of the
World
match,
Children's
and
announcement
deservedly so.
With the father of a boy in a blue
How would you
hat.
sum up what... Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. And the shot! Marvellous goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Italy are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Haaland. Good purposeful running this. Musiala. Cantona. Great defending, strong and determined.
Italy are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Costa Curta. And Gabriel. Costa Curta. Musiala. And he's in David Villa! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Villa actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
That should get the job done. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Mbappe charging forward, the ball at his feet. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gabriel and Bastoni. He's found a way through. He's one-on-one, surely! Messi. Messi. And here's Mbappe. He has found a way through. It's a goal kick. Van Dijk gathers from the goal kick. Aim forwards. Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Deftly done. Can he get onto this? And the first 45 minutes are up. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions.
And Messi! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Musiala. And it's Eto'o. Van Dijk gets it clear. And they're back on the ball again. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Aimed beyond the defence. In with a header! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
The attendance for this match was 71,550.
Pinches it off him. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, the Haaland! Nicely aimed pass. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 6, Modric. Coming on the field is number 16, Fermin.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances. That was well seen too. Good clearance. That's what has to be done now. No question about it.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Costa Curta with the slide tackle there. Chouameni. Musiala. And it's Messi. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Costa Curta cuts out the pass. Mbappe. That's good play. Nice control. He's got away.
There will be one
They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And that's it. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter. Absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't win all those honours at club and international level without doing something right.
Cantona.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Decent hit! And that is doing no harm at all.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Alexander-Arnold. Bastoni cuts it out. And he's picked out the run. It's Cavani! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Eto'o. Alexander-Arnold makes the interception. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Eto'o. Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that's aimed into the middle. Gabriel can get it clear.
They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Can he get onto this?
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas.
He rises! Goal, Italy! And Italy score first. The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
That's just brilliant counter-attacking football, and as soon as possession was theirs, it triggered a move of devastating speed that was just too hot to handle.
A 1-0 lead established.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And he's been shifted off it. Roberto Carlos. Italy finding their passes. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Ah, quality deserted them when they really needed it.
David Villa. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. That has been cut short. McAllister. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Alexander-Arnold. Cavani. That's good play. So nearly the perfect ball.
There will be 1 minute added
Well, I'm not
time.
quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did there.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
A lead that's fully justified for me. They've shown some excellent counter-attacking now, and it's paying dividends.
Italy leading a cagey game here. He's had a shot! That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Eto'o, who's set up one goal so far. That's a good ball out wide. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Italy are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Van Dijk. And Serginho. McAllister.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Messi!
The attendance for this
And
match
he's
was
really put himself on the line here.
20,306.
And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
David Villa ploughing through the middle. And that was very necessary. Gabriel. Bastoni. And Gabriel. Bastoni. Eto'o. Vitinha. Now Ruben Dias. Vitinha. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. He's had a hit! And he's following up!
Subtlety has gone out of the window. They have to force it any way they can now, Peter.
Cavani picked out, and the shot! In he goes again!
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
Good running, strong and purposeful. And it's Cavani. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, important interception. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
David Villa. Oh, that was vital. And that's it. Italy have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all... Up he goes! That's a half-decent try.
Mbappe certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is All of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
What a throw in. And it's Ribery. Mkhitaryan providing an outlet on that flank. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Caicedo gets over and intercepts. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Italy still without a single shot on target. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. Cleared without hesitation. Foden. Oh, what a ball he's in here. Now the finish! Goal! Colombia! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
And he's had a hit! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Interesting ball. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Mkhitaryan. Foden. Tchouaméni.
Has been indicated.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Bastoni. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Italy can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Pinches it off him. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Chouameni, that's a lovely, neat pass.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please.
Chance! Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. And it's Ribéry. Stood up well to him there. Roberto Carlos. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Italy are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Nicely worked. Caught offside that time. No, he's not getting his way this time. Colombia are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Eto'o. And here's Musiala.
Italy showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here. Colombia surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
It's Eto'o! It's in! Italy are back in business! And that really is so impressive.
The goal scorer for
Italy grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Italy surely know by now that they've put so much work into producing the equaliser that they'll battle on for a winner. You know, it's all one-way traffic for them now, and they simply have to capitalise on it.
Can he finish?
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Confirmation that there will be 2-minute stoppage time. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Foden. Alexander-Arnold. And that is that. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's shifting through the gears here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Messi goes short. Chouameni with the clearance. And here's Cristiano. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! That is decidedly lacking.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Oh, shooting chance! Goal! France! And France are in front.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
After 16 minutes is number 4, Cantona.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now. Oh, it's great work in terms of both purpose and intensity.
Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Messi, good strong midfield running here. Well, that's cause for mild irritation.
Malaysia really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Chouameni. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. It's out for a goal kick. El Mali. Beckham. Palmer. Foden. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Ah, looks a smashing ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Van Dijk. Pedri. And that could set him on his way. Can he put it away? And yes, it's there! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
2 minutes is number 23.
France are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Eto.
Now it's Messi.
Minutes has been indicated.
He's been picked out. Oh, such a clever touch. Messi. There's the whistle for half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
France are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. So we're just settling back into this second half. And that is expertly dealt with. Well, they've got it again. Roberto Carlos. Cantona has found the net here, of course. Palmer. It's Kimmich. Foden. Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
And it's Messi. France are looking to break at pace. Messi. Messi! Oh, screamer! A finish right from the top draw. And the lead is extended still further.
The attendance for this
It
match
was the crispest of
60,927.
hits. He just crashed it in.
Oh, the contact was fantastic, right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
France find a position of real strength now. Beckham being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, he's had so much room to operate in. He's been...
Musiala! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Pedri. Now Foden. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Chouameni.
This is the time you need that pace.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Caught offside that time.
Substitutions taking place.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Engages and forces him off the ball. And that has been clubbed away. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Messi. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. And here's Musiala. Musiala! And that is a save of real quality, not easy by any means.
Musiala put absolutely everything he had into that. Maybe better look next time.
And it's hoisted clear. Lovely feet. And that is going out for a goal kick. Alexander-Arnold.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Van Dijk. It's Pedri. And referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. France, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now.
A quick reminder.
Messi picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. The action has already started.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Van Dijk tries to clear. And that's been big chance! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found the pocket.
So, a breakthrough already. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. He's found a way past. Roberto Carlos. Quality ball. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. That's headed upfield. Messi.
Barcelona clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Now it's Eto'o. And he's in on goal. Oh, important interception. Musiala. And Kvaratskhelia. Now that looks a decent ball. Great ball, and he's in here. Mbappe! Costa Curta. Eto'o is herring after that one. Musiala. Cantona. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. That is a brilliant interception. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now Tonali. France looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Eto'o goes hurtling down that left-hand side. Opts to play it back. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Tonali. Kimmich. Thinks one through. Oh, that was vital. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
France head into the dressing room pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. And we are back underway. Now the finish! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Climbs up big! Really well taken goal. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved. Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
France get themselves into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Musiala. It's Kimmich. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
70,987.
Now that's well seen too. Tonali. And it's Eto'o. There's the shot! They've scored! And with that goal comes comfort. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
France take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought...
Mbappe! Roberto Carlos. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Looking for the run. Messi in acres of space out wide. And that should get the job done. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Yamal. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, he has to become a target. They've been too slow to recognise his influence.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Heads it! Oh, he's been caught napping!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Substitution.
Barcelona choosing to make the first change. Tonali. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Out to the left it goes. Kvaratskhelia. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Beckham. Hernandez.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Roberto Carlos does really well to win the ball there. Now there's a fine ball. It's Eto'o! Just off target.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
And the referee brings it to a close. France are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus.
And already we're underway here. And here's Jordi Alba. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, there are keepers, Peter. Great keepers, and there's this man, Manuel Neuer. One of the few who can claim to have pretty much revolutionised his position, following in the steps of the great Kaiser, who some have said is the only sweeper that was better than him.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And it's Eto'o. Now it's Beckham. No luck with that dink over the top. Another chance from a corner. And that has been cleared. Alanyaspor are looking to go forward now. Rudiger.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
That's Busquets.
Dennis really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Messi. And the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Costa Curta with the clearance. Foden! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Messi goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Alexander-Arnold to Messi. Adams. That's Rudiger. Messi. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Busquets. Foden. Cantona.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Musiala. Throws in his head.
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Always onto this. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. The less said about that pass, the better. And There is the half-time whistle. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Tries a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Maddison. Now Foden. Alexander-Arnold. Roberto Carlos. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Dennis. It's run loose here. And it's Eto'o.
The attendance for this match was 71,600.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Eto'o, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Forwards and with intent. That's a decent clearance. Messi. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Eto'o, and here's the chance to counter. No, that's been intercepted. Foden. That's been cut out, well played. Cantona. Maddison. And it's Eto'o. Quality ball. Foden. Musiala. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now it's Foden. Maddison.
Substitution in progress.
Keeper's dealt with that. Nice interception, well timed. Neymar. Beckham. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Tchouaméni. Played out towards the right wing. He's had a hit! Oh, what about that? Save the best for last! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, that defence is perplexed by the fact they've allowed him the space.
And there goes the final whistle. France have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Cantona taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
We're about to announce today's lottery numbers.
France leave it late. France can do it here. 90 minutes away from reaching their target. It is the sort of opportunity they would certainly have settled for if offered it on day one. That was then, this is the here and now. Can they meet their ambitions, their aspirations? And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. France cannot afford to slip up here. Terrific support, and they're going to need it all.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Keeper's dealt with that. Al Nassr have the chance to go the other way. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, this guy, McAllister, is someone I see as the linchpin in this side. He's a playmaker who loves that little left-sided channel to release people further up the pitch. But I also like to see him play centrally at times. I think he's just very, very good in the number 10 position, and he's got a great understanding of that role.
Okay, interesting. They get a throw in. He intercepts the throw, that's well read. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now there's a fine ball. Timber. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Mbappe. And it's Chris. There's the shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Well read, nice interception. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what...
Yamal! And that is one way to get his defending done. And it's been taken short. Ronaldo with big chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bastoni. Oh, good-looking ball. France do have a chance to counter here. Oh, delightful ball. He's shifting through the gears here. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. France presented with a golden opportunity here. A lot of furious gesticulation, but it is never going to make the referee overturn a decision.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
One 0, never any doubt. Not much more than a formality.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
After 41 minutes is number 17, David Beckham.
France have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, Peter, this now poses the question of stick or twist. Do they immediately go for another one, or sit back and wait patiently for the opportunity to break?
2 added minutes.
Well, it
have been
seems as if he's
indicated.
just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And we hit half-time. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game,
I'm afraid
most
to tell
importantly
you that
there has
we're
been just
expecting
one
traffic
telling
to be
moment.
heavy after the
It is
final
still
whistle
very
today.
tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Oh, what a terrific 45 minutes, all triggered by a helter-skelter tempo that has, been very open, end-to-end, ding-dong stuff, with so much to enjoy. It's a cracking watch.
France head in, having made the crucial breakthrough, and to that end there is a degree of satisfaction there. The lead by no means decisive yet, but so far so good. 1-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Eto'o. He's through here. Chance! He's got a goal! 2 up and threatening to pull clear.
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
Is number 4, Cantona.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it. That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
McAllister does really well to win the ball there. Roberto Carlos.